You feel at times that things are not moving in the right direction or fast enough for your career? Perhaps you've developed a few blind spots and you're not aware of them. Now, one thing I'm going to offer, if you're listening to this video, down below in the comments, please write the word blind spot and I'll send you a free download, a white paper called What I've Learned from Steve Jobs. Hi, I'm Paul Renaud and I'm an executive coach with over 32 years of business experience. I've lived and worked in 10 countries, and my messages are to help you become a better leader. When I coach clients, I interview their stakeholders, peers, subordinates, or boss on a confidential basis to get some opinions on how my client interacts with them. It's called a 360 interview. The reason? Either your behavior or your management style is preventing you from progressing or assuming more responsibilities. Yet you feel you're doing okay. You're not seeing the results you want, hence the reason I'm coaching you. After we agree on some objectives and the change you seek, we explore together how to adopt and embrace this change. Pretty simple concept, right? It gets a little more complicated when I see a discrepancy between how you see yourself and how your stakeholders see you. Here's an example. John wanted to improve some areas, but my intuition told me he had to improve his planning skills. When I asked John about his planning skills, he assured me, not a problem. In fact, he received project management training. Now, his stakeholders told me that John's project management skills were a disaster, and they were getting him in trouble at times. The wheels were falling off the cart days before the project was supposed to be finished. So what happened? This is called a blind spot. Now, similar to driving a car when someone is passing you, he'll ultimately cross the blind spot, or that area that you can't see his car in your rear view mirror. Hence the importance to shoulder check and look before you change lanes. To use a tennis or golf as another example, perhaps you want to improve your swing. Recently, my golf coach told me, Paul, you're lifting your left heel on a backswing. I mean, how could I possibly see my left heel when I'm swinging the club? Lifting my heel affects my ability to hit the ball properly, hence my performance. It's the same in business. Now, perhaps you've developed a few blind spots that you can't see, like my left heel on a backswing. This is where getting feedback from your peers is important. Now, Marshall Goldsmith, an expert in coaching and leadership, says, if we're lucky, every once in a while, someone or something comes along who opens our eyes to your faults and helps us strip away a delusion or two about ourselves. He also adds, 1, it's a whole lot easier to see our problems in others than it is to see them in ourselves. And 2, even though we may be able to deny our problems ourselves, they may be very obvious to the people who are observing us. Your blind spots can be fixed. Here are a few ways. First of all, accept. We all have blind spots, you're no exception. The sooner you accept them, the faster you can address them. 2, step back and observe. Be honest with yourself. When you're fully engaged in resolving an issue, you could potentially be so involved in the issue that you can't possibly see your behavior. Number 3, ask for feedback from peers about something specific. Ask your peers if they've noticed your listening skills, are you delegating enough, or are you micromanaging staff? Are you calm during difficult moments? With open feedback, your peers can identify fundamental, much needed changes. And number 4, active listening. Remember, you have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Use accordingly. When receiving feedback, truly listen and value the opinions of your peers. Don't defend your behavior. Don't justify it. Don't explain it. Otherwise, you'll cancel any good intentions of getting good feedback from a peer. And number 5, the last 2 words to say after getting feedback on your blind spots are thank you. Nothing else, just thank you. Now, great leaders know that getting honest feedback from stakeholders about your blind spots is one way to develop your leadership skills. Great leaders also know they have to continuously improve and embrace change. How you've identified and acknowledged your blind spots and change your behavior will not be based on what you think, but rather how you're perceived by the real judges, your stakeholders. If you like what you've heard, just head over to my website to get the How to Manage Your Leadership Blind Spots article. You'll find the link below. Thank you.